Hi, everyone. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Jessica.
And you're listening to Clean With Me,
the podcast where we walk you through cleaning your house.
Hey everybody, so my last episode, I believe it was 2 weeks ago because I skipped last Wednesday, was about being sick, and lo and behold, we literally got another illness 2 weeks later. We got COVID again. So I'll give you a little life update, but first let's get ready for our cleaning session. You guys know the drill. Let's put our hair up in a bun if you have hair. Long hair. If not, just freshen up, put something comfortable on to clean, light a candle, and then let's gear up to do our laundry switch. I like to open a window, and I also like to kind of ground myself, walk outside, let the sun hit me. I do take my kids to school, so that kind of, is my version of grounding when it's not a weekend. I go outside, let the sun hit me, and I'm like, it gets my blood pumping when I'm dropping the kids off and stuff, because I have to get up and do things, and getting kids ready is not an easy task sometimes. So just be doing that, getting yourself ready for your clean, and then we're going to do a laundry switch, move our clothes from the washer to the dryer and from a dryer to a laundry basket. If you want to do an easy load today, let's just do towels. It's a necessity. We need to do towels often, so maybe you don't want to have a really long folding session today. Just do a load of towels for now, or whatever it is that you need to wash. So while you guys are doing that and gearing up to clean, I'm just going to give you a quick life update. So I know my mom posted on our Facebook page, our Clean With Me Facebook page, that my kids were sick, and that's why I didn't do one last Wednesday. So yeah, we got COVID again. Rosalie, my 4-year-old, just a quick update. She was breathing funny. I could tell she was working really hard to breathe. So I ended up and then she was throwing up and, fever, all that stuff. So I took her in, and they swabbed her, said she had COVID again, and her oxygen was low. So we ended up having to spend the night at Cook's. We spent 2 days there. And then while we were there, Juliana was my 6-year-old was kind of developing a little cough, and I was like, oh no. But I guess Rosalie has they said she might have a illness-induced asthma going on, so that might be why it affected her like that. But she got better. We had to do breathing treatments for a couple days when she got home, and then right when Rosalie was better, about a day and a half after we got home from the hospital, Juliana's fever spiked. She woke up crying at 5 a.m., and I checked her fever, and it was 104. So I was going to take her to the hospital, but I was alternating Tylenol and ibuprofen, and you guys probably aren't really interested in this. But anyway, I got her fever under control right away, and then she just now, basically everybody's better now. Long story short, everybody's better, and knock on wood, they will hopefully not get a major throwing up terrible sickness again. I guess COVID and walking pneumonia is going around right now. That's what the doctor told me, super bad in this area. But taking them to school, two different strains of COVID is crazy. Kids are so prone to illnesses when they go to school. They're always, wiping their nose, touching each other with it. Who knows? But anyway, we're super thankful that everyone's better, and we are back to our normal lives. And that's what today's episode is going to be kind of based on. So it doesn't have to be after a sickness. I just did an episode on that. But after just not doing 100% what you're supposed to do, maybe you've just been doing bare minimum, and today you want to get back on track and you could do a little bit extra to kind of reset and get back to where you need to be. That's what this episode's going to be about today. So I always kind of base my episodes, you guys know, on what's going on in my life. And since that is where I'm at, today is the first day we are 100% back to normal. I kept Juliana home from school yesterday just as a precaution so she doesn't spread it to anyone, because they say they should be 2 days fever free or whatever. So even though today's a half day, they are back to school, which means back to my old routine, which means I need to get this house back on track. I was doing bare minimum, but I have a lot I need to catch up on. So let's get right into it. So we already did a laundry switch. Let's go ahead and just empty, reload, and run the dishwasher or hand wash, whatever you prefer. But let's go ahead and empty out those dish racks or dishwasher and put everything away first. And then we're going to start working on our pre-rinsing everything. And like always, if you guys have any major pots and pans, anything caked on, baked on, lunch boxes or something from the night before that need to be soaked, let's go ahead and put some hot soapy water in those while we're doing the rest of the pre-rinse. That way, by the time we get to them, they'll be easy to clean. And while you guys are working on your dishes, I'm just going to talk to you guys about some methods I use to help me when I'm trying to get back on track. I've never been diagnosed ADHD or anything like that, but every time I'm trying to look for cleaning motivation, videos to help motivate me, things like that, I always 100% relate to the ADHD ones because that's just how my brain works. I don't know if I actually have it, but I definitely have tendencies if I don't have it, and things that help people that are ADHD always help me. So here are a few things I've been doing. For example, if I am dreading cleaning a certain area or cleaning in general, and I know a lot of you can relate to this when you're just be doing the dishes while I'm talking. When you're just stewing about cleaning and you're just thinking about I need to clean so bad, and you're stressing about it and you have anxiety about it, but you just can't physically do it for some reason. That is where I come in to help you guys, because been there 1,000 times every day, and this is how I combat that. So one of the things I'll do lately is I'll tell someone I'm going to clean an area. I have a few trusted people that I talk to daily that I'm not scared to show my house when it's really rough. And of course, I still have some shame there just from my own anxiety or shame. You should not have shame when your house is dirty. I'm just expressing how I feel on the inside. It's human nature. Obviously everyone gets behind everyone. Doesn't get things done some days, especially when we've got outside things going on. But, naturally you're going to feel that way a little bit. So I do have people though that they've seen my house when it's rough and stuff, so I will call them, FaceTime them, and kind of show them my house and tell them that I'm cleaning. So number one, tell someone you're going to clean an area for accountability. This could be your spouse, partner, or teenage child or friend. I usually call my sister. Personally, I'll call my sister, show her we both do it. So I'll call her and I'll be like, this is stupid, like sister talk. She's going to laugh if she hears this. We say this really dumb thing. We say we're having a wave of bad. I don't even know how we came up with that. You know how you talk gibberish with your siblings. Anyway, I'm like, I'll call her and we'll both be like laying on the couch and I'm like, I got a wave of bad. It sounds dumb saying it out loud, but we say it every day. And then she'll be like, why? I'll say, what's your reason? And then she'll show me whatever room is like, because her brain works a lot like mine. So she'll show me whatever room she's stressing about. And then I feel weird talking about our little intimate little thing we do. I guess it's not that big of a deal, but I've never told anyone this out loud. So, but it works so well, guys. I don't know why it works so well. You don't have to use our weird lingo, but so I'll say, what's keeping you from doing anything right now? And then she'll show me like her dish pile or her dirty bedroom. And then I'll be like, okay, mine's this living room and these dishes. That's what's stressing me out and not making me not want to clean. And then she'll be like, okay, I'm going to call you back in 30 minutes and I want to see your progress. And it's just, I don't know why it works so well, but it does. Like, we'll clean and then it's like the pride of calling her in 30 minutes and showing her I got that done in 30 minutes. I did all those dishes and stuff. And same thing with her. She'll call me back and be like, I did all this, and I did one extra chore. So it's almost like we're competing, we want that sense of pride and accomplishment that, hey, you saw how rough this house was. now come look at the progress I've made. And like I said, you could do this with your partner too. Say your husband, spouse, partner, whatever is in the room, and you say, or boyfriend, whatever, and you say, hey, this is what the house looks like. I'm going to clean all this right now. I'm going to get all of this done in the next hour. I'm going to listen to Clean With Me podcast, and I'm going to get this done. Call me in an hour and make sure I've done it. It's just some accountability, something, it makes it kind of like a fun game. I think that's why we like it. It's almost like a game, and also the sense of pride showing them when you're done. And just keep working on those dishes, chugging along. Make sure we are getting all of the dishes from the rooms. It's a good chore to have like kids scour the bedrooms for dishes and stuff, if you allow them to eat in the back bedrooms. If they're at school or you're just by yourself cleaning, let's go ahead and just go room to room, making sure we're getting everything. That way people don't bring stuff to the sink after you're already almost done cleaning, because that's so annoying. So while you guys are finishing up on those dishes, another thing I do that gives me a big dopamine hit is lists. Lists. So for example, if same thing, I'm stressing myself out because there's a certain room or something that's really, because usually when I'm about to clean, once I start cleaning, it's easy for me to just keep going and finish personally. But like I've talked about many a time, it's the getting started part and the stressing and anxiety about why I let it get this bad, beating myself up about it, all that stuff. And it's unnecessary, but I still do it every time. And I know that I'm doing it, but it's just, like I said, it's human nature. And if you think the way I do, you're going to do it. So I will look at a room that I'm stressing about. If Erica, my sister, is unavailable and the first method, or maybe it's just not working. Maybe she called me back and I didn't do anything because I'm having a real rough day. That's happened a few times, and she's like, but I think another reason why the first one works, sorry, I'm all over the place, but another reason why the first thing works on me is the disappointment. And like, I can tell they're disappointed when I call her back and I haven't done anything, and it makes her be like, okay, well then I don't want to do anything. And then she won't clean. So it's like, I'm almost cleaning so that she'll clean her house, because it's easier to do things for other people than yourself sometimes, especially if you're like a people pleaser type. So I guess that's the psychology of why that works. Well, is just, I want her to stay motivated and keep cleaning her house, so then I clean mine. But anyway, lists. So if that doesn't work or she's unavailable, I will look at whatever room is giving me the bad feeling that I don't want to keep going or whatever and clean, and it's just stressing me out. And I'll just start writing down very specifically every small task within that. So if it's cleaning the kitchen like we're currently doing, empty dishwasher, pre-rinse, soak, the major stuff, and if you want to get even more specific, some people like really specific lists. You can be like clean forks and utensils, clean cups and plates and bowls and whatever, so on and so forth. And then you get that dopamine, that great feeling when you just cross out every little task on your list, because you're crossing out a lot more if you're more specific, and it just kind of gives you that sense of accomplishment, that wave of that good feeling that you're getting stuff done, you're accomplishing a lot, you're crossing out a lot of stuff on the list. So, and it keeps you on task because you're very specifically writing every little thing down in every room. And I don't do this with the whole house. I do it one room at a time. That way I can just focus on the little tiny tasks in the one room, like the kitchen, like we're doing right now. And this is coupled with the podcast. I still like to listen to stuff while I'm cleaning. I still like to listen to my mom's podcast and stuff while I'm cleaning. But this just gives another layer to it and one more thing to motivate you, because yes, I give a general kind of what to do while you're doing your cleaning session, but every house is very specific to you and your mess is specific to you. So that's where the list comes in. If you're done with your dishes, let's go ahead and start picking up the kitchen, throwing things away. I start first with throwing away all the trash from one end of the kitchen to the next, all the way to the dining room. And then I start putting the miscellaneous stuff away where it goes, throwing stuff away if you don't need it or use it. It's just taking up space, and putting appliances away like toasters, blenders, things like that, to make room to do a thorough wipe down. If you're still working on your dishes, no judgment, just keep working on that. But if you're done, let's go ahead and start with this process and start wiping down. So this next one, while you guys are doing that and starting your wipe down of your kitchen, making sure you're very thorough, getting the fronts of refrigerators, your stove, backsplashes, all that good stuff, cabinets, anything there could be splatter, that wall behind your trash can, maybe there's some splatter on that you need to wipe down. And speaking of trash, do not forget to take the trash out and replace the liner when you're done with your wipe down. But while you guys are working on that, I did see a video when I was looking up like tips and tricks and stuff. There was this video this lady did where she says she turns cleaning into a game, and her specific game, my version of a game to help me clean is the calling my sister one. But I don't do this personally. It was just a video I saw on TikTok, but she did a video where she said that she makes it a game by pretending that she is cleaning a rich person's house, and they're going to inspect every room and inspect what she does. And so it's like a video game where she has to clean before the person comes home and complains about stuff or something. Not my exact cup of tea, but I totally get the concept, because I have to make things into games to make it fun and to finish cleaning. So 100% see where she's going with that one. Okay, so while you guys are finishing up your wiping down, putting stuff away, throwing things away, fixing the trash can, and now we're going to add a spot sweep. If you're done wiping down, if you're still wiping down, that's fine. Keep on going with that and clearing surfaces. But make sure we're getting chairs, edges of table, bottoms of tables, all of the above. Let's make sure we're getting really wiped down crazy. So I'm going to talk a little more about the dumb saying that me and my sister have, the wave of bad or whatever. If you're still stuck on that, like, what is she even talking about? It's when you're laying in bed. It's just what we call when we're laying in bed or on the couch and we're basically bed rotting, and we're just laying there and we're stressing ourselves out and beating ourselves up because we're sad that the house is dirty, but we're also not cleaning because we're sad that the house is dirty, but then we're also stressed that because the house is dirty. Hopefully I'm making sense. And if you felt that way, then you understand what I'm trying to say. Basically, when you're stuck in a cycle of you're beating yourself up because you let your house get bad, but also you're not cleaning because your house is bad, but you're also upset because you're looking around and your house is dirty. If that makes sense. So here's another tip. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the living area now. So let's go ahead and move to the living area while I keep giving you little weird things that I do. And let's start with our couch, which is the focal point of my room. Let's take off our cushions and do a little vacuum underneath our cushions. Let's clear everything out onto the floor, and then move anything from under the couch outside, bring it out from under the couch with a broom, or you can move the couch if you're physically able to. And then let's do a quick vacuum and clean of and refresh of the couch, make it look nice, fix our pillows, blankets, what have you. And then once you're done with that, I want you to start on one end of the living area and just start picking up and putting away anything and everything. As we called it, go fly to the bumblebee and just kind of run around the room and get everything as clean as possible, starting from one end of the room, moving your way to the next. So while you guys are doing that, I'm just going to keep giving you tips. So this is something I also struggle with the way my brain works and the way I am. For example, I'm going to use laundry as an example. So while you guys are picking up and fixing your living area and cleaning it up nice, I'm going to talk to you about this. So things with pauses in them, like tasks that have multiple steps, for example, like laundry, you have to switch the loads, then put them in your room, then fold them, then put them away right in specific areas, and it's a lot of steps with pauses in between. So part of what I do is I know know yourself and why you're doing something. I've mentioned this a lot of times because everybody is very different and you know what your triggers are specifically. So for example, with the laundry for me, if I do my laundry and I put my laundry basket, I stuff things in a laundry basket that come out of the dryer and I put it in my room, out of sight, out of mind, that basket could stay there for I don't know how long and I'm just going to dig in it to find clothes. But if every time I take my clothes out of the dryer, I fold them and put them on the couch or somewhere where I sit constantly and they're there and in the way and then my kids are knocking them over on the ground or whatever, that's going to irritate me and I know that's going to irritate me. So I purposely put them on the couch so that I put them away right away, because if I do not put them in this specific spot where it's right out where everyone can see it, because that's something. If my living room is clean and then my husband doesn't care if there's clean laundry everywhere when people come over, and that kind of triggers me because I don't want people to see my underwear sitting on the couch or whatever. So I know that about myself. This wouldn't work for him, but it would work for me. So maybe yours is if you put it on your bed and then you can't lay in your bed or something. Put it somewhere where you know for sure you're going to put it away right away. So I put it on the couch so that I fold it on the couch so that I know that I'm going to go and put that away right away. And also, I don't let myself get excited about completing a task when I'm just loading the laundry. I don't think of that as the complete task. I don't, and it's okay if you do. I just, personally, I have to not give myself a pat on the back unless I do the complete chore, the complete cycle, still dividing it into steps in my brain so that it's attainable. But, maybe writing on a paper so you can cross it off, put clothes in the washer, move it to the dryer, fold it, put it away where they go, put it in family piles, put it away. And I used to get jealous of people and just keep picking up your living room as I talk. If you have pets, you can do pet chores like clean the litter box or feed your pets or feed your fish or whatever the case may be. If not, just you can clean your floors, do a sweep and mop or vacuum if you have carpet. But anyway, I used to be jealous of the people that would be like, I really like cleaning when I'm upset or there's something that's bothering me. I just clean and it makes me feel better. I'm like, oh, I wish that made me feel better. But it really does. I just never think of it in that way. Whenever I'm cleaning and whenever I'm stressed and I take it out on my house by cleaning the entire house, it gives you something to focus on, and it really does make you feel better. Not just in the sense that, oh, I have a clean house now, but you're focusing on the cleaning and the steps of the cleaning, and okay, I have to do this, then this, then this. And it just keeps your brain busy, especially if you're doing all these little mini things, motivating things. I got tongue-tied, like making lists, calling your friend for accountability, like I mentioned before, taking videos of what your house looks like and then taking another video in 30 minutes to see your progress, or a picture to see your progress. Make little videos on social media of you cleaning the house. I do that. I haven't done one in a minute because the kids have been sick and stuff, but I do that when I'm cleaning my house, and that really helps motivate me because I'm like, okay, I got to finish this video. I want an after video, so I really want to get this done and make it look super nice. And it's just a way to motivate myself because I'm like, okay, I started this video, I'm gonna finish it. And like I've said before, I don't post a lot of them. I just, sometimes my house is funky or I just don't look 100% presentable. Maybe I just woke up or whatever, and I just want to keep it for myself just to see how much work I'm getting done. And that, I just talk about that a lot, so I didn't mention it as the first thing, but that really helps me. Calling my sister and playing that game helps a lot, but the taking pictures and videos of my house and looking at the progress in like an hour, that after listening to a podcast, seeing how much I've gotten done or something, that is the most motivating, and I really get a lot out of that. So as we're nearing the end of the podcast, do not forget to do a laundry switch. Don't forget to continue the laundry task. Don't forget to do the complete switch, fold and put in family piles. And remember, you can think of it like giving yourself a break. Put your feet up and relax while you're putting the clothes away, but then make sure you're pausing, or at the end of an episode or whatever, you're getting up and putting everything away. Do not forget that last step, because that step's really important, because if they get knocked over or something happens, it's just a lot harder to fold things the second time after kids have destroyed it. It makes you really not want to do it, and then they just end up in a laundry basket. So do not forget that. Let's try our best to get motivated, and whatever silly things, it could be nothing on this strange list. I know it's a weird group of things that I do, but if it helps you, I am so happy. If you thought of something else in your head that would help you, that maybe is similar but completely different than what I said, use it, go with it, whatever works for you. Experiment, try new things. If it doesn't work, try something else. If something didn't motivate you quite like you thought it would, then let's brainstorm and try again. Look at other people's ideas, look up videos and tricks and stuff that other people use to clean their house. I've evolved a lot over the years when it comes to my cleaning, and the things that used to work for me years ago don't work for me anymore, because my kids are a different age, my house is a different level of clean and dirty, and I'm a different person. So these things will change and evolve with you, and it's okay if the things I specifically say don't work for you specifically. Just think of something that works for you, stick with it, and whenever it stops working, let's find something else that works. Thank you guys so much for listening, and as always, happy cleaning.